accomplished all that she has. You get a day two. I mean, well-deserved. We saw the mayor being able to present her with that honor. I mean, she said it, just an emotional roller coaster, just coming back home, being able to play here again in this unique setting, and her being able to get a day named after her is such a thrilling, exciting thing for the Liberty to see, and her teammates were just so happy around her celebrating.
The steal coming. The crossover, yeah, they're working around the perimeter. Has JJ, the crossover into the lane, the finesse. Doesn't get to Jonquel Jones. Kennedy Burke into the lane all the way by herself, puts it up and in.
Well, that's exactly what they want. Off of the three-point line, she had to take on a much taller Jonquel Jones at 6'6", and then you get to stop, you push the pace, get an easy two.
But not afraid to take it into the lane, stopped right there. It's gonna go out of bounds, and there's a difference. They're really taking it into the lane. It's different from how they were in the 40 Antelopes on the night. Natasha Cloud using the screen, right to Kennedy Burke, down low to Jonquel Jones, bullying her way inside, off the glass, a little too strong, rolls right off.
Go, but perfect ISO ball down low, just finding her with the seal. Whenever she gets a one-on-one opportunity, she's got to get a touch, and they've made that adjustment here in the second half.
Ionescu calls for the screen, pulls back, oh, the pass, the turnaround jumper off the glass. My goodness, what a play from the Antelopes. Right there off the glass. Marine Johannes, no way, rebounded by Okongwu.
You take that if you're the Liberty.
Oh, the dish inside from Odenera, but not able to finish, rebounded by Kennedy Burke.
You know, they were late getting back in transition, but nice effort there from Jones.
Taking it all the way, puts her head down, muscles her way through.
Burke, get back on the scoreboard here. She's got 4 points in this one. We mentioned, had a nice showing against the Sun, showing her aggressiveness, and that time showing it off again.
Jonquel Jones on an island again. Hands it off to Miura. Misses the three-pointer. Doesn't get it to fall. It looks like that touched the top. Maybe it might have been out, but Marine Johannes grabs the rebound, tosses it down low to Jonquel Jones, and she was fouled on the pass, and Jonquel Jones is angry that she called it on that one. Sabrina Ionescu with the ball, gets it down low to Jonquel Jones, gets met with the double team, slow to kick it out. Cloud to Johannes, the floater, my goodness, that's just too easy.
That's a patient bucket. Jones doing a nice job of passing out of the double, recognizing that two defenders came first and foremost, not giving up any wide open threes, and then on the offensive end, coming back down, getting the ball inside, working inside out, back to the basics is how they've been able to get into an offensive flow.
Into the lane, scoops it up and in. Right there, me to take it to the cup.
Miura, nice job splitting defenders there with the left hand to finish.
The pass down low to Kennedy Burke, lets it fly, kaboom! Sabrina Ionescu.
Well, look at the deep three-pointer. These Oregon fans, no stranger to that. She shot a whole lot of them in Eugene. And that was a pretty one right there. The fans love to see her back in the game.
And you can see the crowd erupted after that one. An 11-point lead for the New York Liberty. Kennedy Burke, the toss all the way to Marine Johannes, but couldn't get it. Take a couple of tumbles to the ground, but Sabrina Ionescu after that one right there to Sabrina Ionescu, another one. But fouled on the three-point shot attempt. Right now she's getting into a groove. It's the second half. Why not put on the show?
Oh yeah, fouled on the heat check. And you know, this place is all too familiar for her. And just trying to get herself going within the offense, get settled in behind the emotions, and just fill it out. I mean, she's a pro. She's a vet at this point here.
Watch the Liberty at home or on the go with Liberty Live. Get 20% off the season-long price. And going back to Sabrina Ionescu, during the offseason after winning the championship, she came back to visit Oregon. The New York Liberty content team did an amazing job. Hoisted up that WNBA championship, standing ovation, not enough standing room.
Yeah, brought it back home. I mean, she's so beloved here. I mean, the fans love her because she's selfless on and off of the floor. And besides all the accolades, they said that she's the same person that she was in college. Ionescu just giving back at all times. I mean, even on this trip, held a training camp for the little kids before they went out there to practice. That's continuing to put her community first before herself out there on the floor.
Kennedy Burke over to Jalen Sharon in that Liberty Unlocked episode as well, that when you went into the team store, the Oregon team store, they said, well, Sabrina, every time someone comes in here, they're asking for a Sabrina Ionescu jersey, and she's not even in the school anymore. That just goes to show the legacy and long lasting.
Myself just a little bit. That's called vintage at this point. That's called vintage at this point. We know we had the shortened season in 2019, 2020, but a throwback from 5 years ago, the kids are looking at that as vintage now. A little nostalgia.
Ionescu to Sabali, who checks in as well. Rebecca Gardner. Down low to Sabali. Right to Ionescu. Dribble, pull-up jumper, rims out. It's a foot race. Odenera, man, she is just so fast with the ball in her hands. Lets it fly, doesn't get it to fall, rebounded by Ionescu. Over to Sabali at the top of the key, putting the ball down on the floor, driving into the lane. Doesn't get it to fall, but fouled. She's going to the line.
Well, she kind of fumbled that just a little bit, but she is so strong on the offensive end, and she does that, get to the line.
Missed the first free throw there for the national championship. I think they could have done it and went all the way.
I definitely think so. I mean, that 2019, I mean, they were 31-2 on the season. They had only one loss in the Pac-12. They had the best field goal percentage in the country. You had Satu on the team. You had Ruthie Hebert on the team, who also made it to the WNBA. They were absolutely stacked top to bottom. And then we know they went to the Final Four in 2019. And a lot of people just feel like, you know, Sabrina was robbed of that moment of, again, trying to win a championship for this team. So, I mean, they were phenomenal to watch back then.
The bounce pass to Gardner. What a sweet pass from Sabrina Ionescu. And Rebecca Gardner lays it in.
Of Ionescu, but the passing ability is definitely on point. She used to flirt with a triple-double almost every given night here in Eugene.
Giving them some flashbacks. Onodera lets it fly, and right now they have Sabrina Ionescu checks out, heads to the bench. Rebecca Gardner puts her head down, rolls out. 50 remaining here in the third quarter. And what was a close game when we were at halftime.
So far, but you know, even if they're not getting those points in the paint, seeing the ball get touches inside has been helping them generate some offense.
Oh, what a pass into the lane. Tanaka puts it up, doesn't get it to fall, rebounded by Beck Gardner. Rebecca Gardner is going to play her first season with the New York Liberty after coming back off of a torn Achilles tear. Into the lane, just a little too far off the left.
Yeah, trying to get herself in that first preseason game, 11 points. Gardner, like you said, just been battling injuries on those back-to-back years. Hurt her foot with the Chicago Sky, then the torn Achilles, joining the Liberty after that, and tried to work herself back with just really learning from this championship squad in that season.
Tanaka gets the jumper to fall. Way back into this one. 12-point lead for the New York Liberty right now, 57-45.